Welcome to Precise 10.0 for Oracle. My name is David Owen, and I'm the Product Manager for Precise. I will be demonstrating the new Precise 10.0 GUI for Oracle. Precise GUI has been completely rewritten in the latest web technology using the CenturyX.js framework and also written in HTML5. This means that Precise can be launched now in Chrome, Firefox, as well as Internet Explorer. It also means there is no longer any need for Flash or ActiveX. As you can see, the Precise GUI looks very much the same as it does in previous versions with Precise. So let's look at how we launch Precise. So let me open up a new tab here. So I use the same sort of format as I did before with the server name and the port number. But to launch the new GUI, I must have this /precise suffix. It takes us to our login screen. And here is our Precise application. Let's see what happens if I just use the old URL. So again, I'm just putting in the server name and the port number. If I do that, I get a little pop-up which basically says that I can only run this on Internet Explorer 9 or above. So that's the key difference you have to be aware of, is to make sure that you use the /precise as the suffix. So let's look at our Precise for Oracle environment. As you can see, it looks very much the same as we've had in previous releases. We've got the instances on the left. On the right hand side, we've got the details showing our in Oracle time in terms of our chart, showing whether it's using CPU, IO, locks, etc. And then below that, we have the findings. So let's have a look at one little difference here. You notice we've got this little red box here. So if we click on the red box, this brings up the column chooser, which used to be previously only on the right hand side. In here now, you can see that we can add or take away columns, or we can export this to the Precise custom portal. Okay, so let's look at how we dive into Precise. So obviously we've got our top findings here. They're all sorted in terms of color code, red being the most severe. And we can see that we've got a particular finding here that says this particular heavy statement is consuming 29% of the total in Oracle time. So let's click on that. It then takes me to the SQL tab within Precise. On the left-hand side here, we've got the execution plan. We've got the text below that. We will also show the different plans that are available for this SQL statement. In this particular case, it's only one. We've got the time spent within Oracle, and then we've got the estimated cost for this. So let's click on the execution plan here. We bring up the text, and then we also bring up the finding. So you can see that we've got a heavy finding here of the heavy parallel coordinator. By clicking on what if, this is now going to invoke either the Precise or Oracle Advisor for that particular statement, and it will look at what findings it can find here within Oracle, and also any recommendations. So you can see it's come back, and it's come back with an index creation as our recommendation. If there were multiple ones, then we would get a whole list of these within it. We can evaluate that particular index, and we get a little pop-up message now to say, do we want to evaluate it just against the top 3 statements in this particular case, or do we want to evaluate it against all? statements. Because it's only 17 statements, I'm going to choose all statements. Obviously, it depends on the number of statements it affects as to what's the best option to choose. Then come back with a list of those statements whose performance are going to be impacted by this, whether it's an improvement here on the left-hand side or whether there's any deterioration. So we can see we got 5 that are going to improve as a result of this. And then below that we have the actual list of statements themselves. So we can see with this top one that currently is spending 11 minutes and 37.8 seconds on average, and it's 2.7 seconds predicted cost with this particular index change. Likewise, the same with the next one is 20 minutes, 15 seconds, and that can be reduced down to 4.6 seconds. So this is great to help us to find out exactly where our performance issues are, what can be done to help them, and what the likely saving is going to be within Precise and running this in Oracle.